Hello, and welcome to David and Sarah Travel. I'm David. Today, we're going to talk about something that is very important, though you don't really think of it as a travel thing, and that is your email. And I'm going to tell you why you should be using Proton Mail for your email service. Now, you might be wondering, why should I listen to you about email security? And that's a good question. I have been an IT professional for more than 42 years. I've done network architecture, cybersecurity, everything that has spanned that time frame. And obviously, the world of IT looks completely different than it did back in 1982. I've seen firsthand how digital threats have evolved over the years. We are living in the most dangerous time of the digital age. And make no mistake, I think 6 months from now will be more dangerous than it is today. A year from now will be more dangerous than then. I would almost guarantee every single one of us have been a victim of other companies being hacked. So, what can we do to protect our digital footprint in our biggest aspect that we have out there? It's not our surfing footprint, it's our email. We send out email, we receive notifications of flight travel, we receive credit card notifications via email, we receive everything that could actually allow someone to piece together a good portion of our credit life, when we're going to be away from our home, where we're going to be. If someone had very nefarious plans, they could utilize this to really be able to come after us and to do bad things. So when it comes to email, the king of the hill is Gmail. They have over 12 billion users. There's more Gmail accounts than there are people on this earth. So that tells you a lot about what's there. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to bash Google. Google is an amazing digital company. I use Google Fi. I use a Google Pixel phone. I have multiple Gmail accounts. I use Google Docs. I use Google Sheets. You get the point. They are a massive company, and they do a lot of things that allow you to use their data for free. But it's not free. They're getting paid by either selling off data that they harvest from you or figuring out ways to sell you various aspects. I pay for Google Fi. I buy my Pixel phone. Things of that nature. The reason why I bring up Google is not to bash them, but to show you the difference, to show you the contrast of Proton Mail versus Google Gmail. And Gmail is pretty typical. It's very similar in security mechanisms and everything to Microsoft. Pretty much all of them utilize the same mechanisms because they were all patterned after one another. So, a little bit about what is Proton Mail. Proton, the company, was founded in 2014 in Geneva, Switzerland. Having it in Switzerland is a huge plus. No country in the world has privacy laws anywhere close to what Switzerland does. In fact, your digital personal rights are written into the Switzerland Constitution. And Proton, being out of there, has to adhere to those rights. Since launching, and their flagship product was Mail, they have a lot of tools, and they're all built around security. All of those tool sets are built with one same core philosophy. Privacy and security should be the default, not a premium feature, meaning you're going to get these secure things even if you utilize their free versions. And they do offer free versions of practically all of them. Now you might be thinking, I don't really do anything special. I don't have anything to hide. Why should I even care about email security? They're going to know your travel details. I'm flying out on this date because you will get your full itinerary via email. You're going to get all of your banking notifications that something is due. You might even get your statements from your local bank online. So again, all of this information can be harvested. Even if you're not hacked, this information can be harvested. But if you were to be hacked, and Google Gmail has been hacked, not recently that I'm aware of, but it has been hacked, All of these things that come to your email is not nothing. It is your life in electronic form, and in the wrong hands, that's gold. They'll know, if it is a hacker, they're going to know how to call you, who to emulate whenever they're making a phone call. They're going to try to emulate certain things via email to you. All of these things they're going to try to figure out. It is a very big deal, and why you should be paying attention. So, Proton Mail, is it any good? Yes, it is extraordinarily good. I've used so many different emails, I can't even remember all of them. Of course, like everyone else, I had an AOL, I had a Yahoo, I've had them all. I will say the Proton Mail application is the single best mail application I've ever used. With all the tools that they embed in, most of them are seamless. You don't even realize they are doing this for you. When you get into your mail, you type in your password. That is your decryption code, and only you have it. Even Proton Mail cannot even look at your mail. To them, it's a bunch of encrypted garbage. Other things that they do, if you send email from a Proton Mail user to a Proton Mail user, that is automatically encrypted in transit. So most mail is not secure in transmission. So if someone were to be looking in the middle, they'll be able to see it. Okay, but with Proton Mail, you have the ability to send encrypted messages to other Proton Mail users, and this is high-end encryption. This is not something that is extraordinarily easily hackable. And so as far as the app goes, their app on Android is just rock solid. It has simply never crashed on me in nearly 10 years of use. On an iPhone or an Apple iOS device, it looks identical to the Android. Again, I have never heard of one crashing. I use it on an iPad, things of that nature. It will, and then the web version its layout is almost identical to the applications, though, of course, in a web version, they have a little more ability to put more tool sets in a different format. But frankly, I don't even notice the difference whenever I'm going from application within an Android platform to a web version of Proton Mail. I mentioned to you that I use Gmail accounts. I have those, but I also am telling you how important Proton Mail is to me. So how I use these. Things that I do regularly. So things such as my account with airlines, where I'm going to be flying multiple times. I want to have all that. I use my Proton Mail account. My banks, I use my Proton Mail account. My Amazon, I use my Proton Mail account. Things that I'm going to do repetitively that are important. Anything else that I'm going to go and I might use it once in a while, that's whenever I use Gmail. And then I keep tabs on which one by utilizing a password tool. And guess what? Proton also has a password tool, and it is also highly encrypted and very good. So you might be asking, should I just ditch Gmail completely? Not necessarily. Most of us have things where we're signing up for something or we're requesting information. They won't give us a price until we give them an email address. Things of that nature. You're wanting to get a discount on something for your first order. Use Gmail for that, because these companies that you sign up can sell that, and so all of a sudden you end up with spam from 5,000 other companies. That's how that works. So keep that into something that frankly you just don't care as much about, which is Gmail. If you care about privacy, if you care about really locking down this portion of your digital life, and as I've explained why that's important, then I believe Proton Mail, the Proton tool set, which is a bunch of different tools, Proton Mail, Proton Drive, Proton Pass for password keeper, Proton Wallet, Proton VPN, Proton Calendar, all of these tools are really good. and they have free versions of almost every single one of them. I don't believe they have a free Bitcoin wallet, but they have free everything else. I hope this has been informative to you and that you understand. And if you have any questions, whether they be technical in nature or you have a comment, leave us a message down in the chat. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, happy traveling.